question I get asked quite often is, what is the cost comparison between a cartridge and a bag? So I put together this presentation to take a look at the things that should be considered when you make that evaluation. First thing we need to know is, what is the cost of a bag and a cartridge, but in comparison to the same CFM. It's important to match it by CFM. It will typically take somewhere between 8 and 20 bags to equal the same CFM as one cartridge. That depends upon the diameter of the bag and the length of the bag. We also need to take a look at how much time will it take to replace the filters. In some processes in mining, the government have imposed regulations due permitting that state anytime a dust collector is shut down, the process that dust collector services shall be shut down with it. Also, to make our evaluation, we need to take a look at the production run rate at the time of the filter change out, the average head grade of the mine ore, the selling cost of the product at the time of the downtime, and the cost to produce 1 pound, 1 ounce of the product. Recently I had a chance to work with a large mining company on a 47,000 CFM bag house that they are preparing to change out. And they gave me the conditions of that dust collector, and I was able to pull them into this spreadsheet. At the same time, I built a comparison Gold Series dust collector quote, and I pulled all the data from that into this spreadsheet, and I did a comparison on the cost of filters. The 47,000 CFM dust collector had 544 bags. In comparison, the Gold Series dust collector would have 72 cartridges. The cost per bag is $32 per bag, and the cost per cartridge is $234. The total cost of filtration, $17,408 in comparison to cartridges at $16,848. That's a savings of $560 in cartridge cost. So probably what was even more important in this evaluation is when I talked to the mine maintenance people, they indicated it takes 2 10-hour down days to replace the 544 bags inside the unit, or 20 hours of lost production. With the Gold Series dust collector, we could replace 72 cartridges, same CFM, in 4 hours. So significant savings in lost production. So what is the cost of 1 hour of lost production? If the potential production run rate is 3,500 dry tons per hour, the lost production is 3,500. The average head grade of the ore is 0.50 pounds per ton, and the ultimate recovery of the product is 80%. They would lose 1,400 pounds of copper. If copper is selling on the market at $4 a pound and the production cost to produce 1 pound of copper is $1.50, the lost revenue due to that shutdown would be $3,500. As you recall, I mentioned that the mine maintenance folks said it would take 2 10-hour down days or 20 hours of lost production. If you apply the same parameters, they would lose 28,000 pounds of copper, $70,000 in revenue, compared to 4 hours on the cartridge filter, 5,600 pounds of copper, $14,000 lost revenue. There's a difference of $56,000 in cost comparison between changing out bags and cartridges and a lost production. Another comparison I did while I was doing had the data pulled up was the horsepower it takes to operate the 47,000 CFM dust collector bag house in comparison to the same 47,000 Gold Series dust collector. I based it on 8 cents per kilowatt hour, and for the bag house at 200 horsepower, the annual operating costs were right around $89,663 per year. I based this on operating 24 hours a day, 313 days out of the year, or 7,512 hours. There are scheduled downtimes so that it's not 24 hours, 7 days a week. In comparison, 150 horsepower motor for the same 47,000 CFM would cost $67,247. That's a difference of $22,415 in savings on electrical horsepower cost. The savings between the downtime and the electrical, $78,416, a significant amount of money to the cost. What is the true cost of a cartridge in comparison to a bag? It's not just what does one bag cost or what does one cartridge cost, but what are all the things that should be considered in that time that it takes to replace the filter media as well. So I really hope this helps you understand which way you want to go when you are doing your evaluation on your property as to whether you're going to use bag houses or cartridge filters. Thank you.